Hey, yay, hey, yay. We are all gathered here to talk about one Claressa the Goat Shields and the ghetto behavior. Man, it continues to get worse. Claressa Shields has finally responded to Street Fighter, FaceshotLiaaa, and I got it. We will go over that. And the world of Claressa Shields continues to come crashing down. I mean, it's crumbling like feta. So in this video, I will explain why I believe that and give you guys some examples. This is an episode you don't want to miss. Let's get unpacked. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, BOXINGEGO Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. The world of Claressa Shields, I don't know, topsy-turvy. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I got a few things to say. Listen up. I did a long 7-hour stream. Shout out to all the Cash Apps, the Super Chats, all the supporters. We had a great time. Claressa Shields' cousin, right, joined FaceshotLiaaa. So I want to thank her for her time. And some people have left comments asking where the live is. The live with FaceshotLiaaa was not planned at all, right? And there were some things that we discussed. So if you missed it live, you kind of missed it for right now. So I had to private it, and I'm going to have to look over it, you know, to make sure legally, because there's some things in there that could be triggering and stuff like that. So I pretty much going to have to put up the edited version. YouTube will not authorize that. So for people who want to watch the interview, stay tuned, and I'm going to let you know after I've kind of went over it to show you how you could watch it and release it. But the cussing, you know, the different things, the sensitivity of the subject that we talked about, it can't be on YouTube. Point blank, period. I'm a straight shooter, and, you know, I got to get paid monetarily off of my work and stuff. There's no way that video could go up because of the nature of what was talked about. So for those asking, there's your answer to that, right? So your boy Ego's been busy, but stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button so you do not miss a thing. Now, in other news, I don't know what's going on with Claressa Shields. You guys can watch the video and let me know what you think it is. But the girl, she needs some help. That's what I truly believe. Just really weird behavior all over the place. Some elements of it seem obsessive, right? Particularly regarding Remy Ma. Let me give you an example. Remy Ma today has a movie that has officially released. So here's some screen grabs from it that I made for you, right? Premieres Saturday, June 20th, today. It's called Don't Trust the Girls Upstairs, right? Shout out to Remy Ma. She's doing her thing, right? Movie comes out today. And I didn't really see anyone talk about this, so let me let you know what's going on. So I've been telling you on the channel, she got a movie, Lifetime. She's working from releasing new rap songs and hopping on remixes and dissing Papoose and Claressa subliminally in that. Ever Since You Left Me, they had a Knicks version remix. It's being played. She's at the New York Knicks parade after they won the chip, right? Now tonight, she got a movie. Make sure if you're watching it or if you did watch it, let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. I don't really watch Lifetime, But given all the stuff I've been covering, I'm just curious on what the movie's like if you guys watch it because it comes out today. So anyway, no big deal. I've been telling you the movie comes out today. And I seen Claressa Shields posted this. It said Lola 2. And this was yesterday, right? And it says, here's a cast, Claressa, Roy Jones. I'm like, what is this about? Tell me why Lola 2 is a boxing movie, a sequel about some kind of female boxer or whatnot, that Claressa had a cameo in 2022. So in my mind, this is Claressa trying to upstage or be a scene stealer to Remy Ma. Like, anything you do, I could do it better. Like, Remy Ma, okay, you got a movie coming out June 20th. I been did that. I did a movie in 2020 because we're in 2026. Why are you posting a 4-year-old movie the day before Remy movie come out? So if you've been following my channel and you've been following Claressa in general, I definitely feel that is by design. I think she did this almost as like a snarky jab or sneak diss. Like, you in movies, I've already done that. I'm the GOAT. You know what I mean? And this behavior for Claressa is just weird. It is very weird. First of all, I'm just being honest. In recent videos and whatnot, Claressa Shields is looking stressed out. Like, she's staying up reading comments and hasn't really slept. And, you know, here's a video where she's ranting. She is 31 years old and she's out here and it looks like you're not sleeping. You're showing up to your own fights looking disheveled and almost hungover as if you've been drinking. Your voice on the mic, you're stuttering. You're just not showing up in a professional manner. Remy dropped a dead weight in Papoose, and look at her. As they say, body T. Body looking right. You got the fashionable Pele for the Knicks. You filmed in front of the Garden. And she's over 10 years older than Claressa Shields and is looking like the best in her career at age 46. Whereas Claressa, you know, she's popping up doing these lives and it appears that she has like bags under her eyes and she seems angry, face scrunched up, constantly mad, constantly yelling at the mic. So I'm wondering what is even going on and how come nobody has pulled the plug on this behavior. Even if you're stressed, this is not the way, in my opinion, that anyone should handle it. Take a breather, touch grass, go outside, smell the aroma, the fresh air, take a walk. You're a boxer. Like, a boxer has the ultimate outlet because you box. I know boxers. So when life is attacking them or toppling over them, they hit the heavy bag, they run. You have the perfect outlet to let off steam or even spar, right? And this is all productive and conducive to your growth and also to your career. So boxing training is discipline and it helps your number one breadwinner. That's what you get paid for. But I don't know if Claressa even wants to box the way she's been acting, because it seems like she wants to do all these side quests and she's down to street fight. She's posting a 4-year-old film she was in. She's the judge on Baddies. She's ranting. The behavior is truly, truly bizarre. And I think you got too much going on, right? Remy already won. As far as I'm concerned, she already won. It's too late, right? Because again, she's fresh-faced, body looking good, getting all these opportunities, and her life seems to be on the incline. When she was with Papoose, she did a prison bid. She said there was some turmoil there, things that would make us cry if we all knew about it. There's this Britney girl that said initially she thought Remy was the one that hit her, but now she thinks it's Papoose. Remy said Papoose had a gambling addiction. He was pawning her possessions and valuables, right? Now she don't have to deal with that, from him at least. And she's at the parade performing, at the Knicks playoff games, Lifetime movies, and so on and so forth. While Claressa Shields, she's like, I got a big announcement. Coming soon, coming soon. Big announcement. Oh, this one's big, guys. Oh, this is going to go viral. You shouldn't have to make an announcement to an announcement, if you get my drift, right? If you have something to actually say, just drop it on us, right? Like this video. I'm a content creator. My job, to make content. So I didn't preview it. I didn't forewarn you. I didn't have some big spiel about how this video was coming. I didn't do anything but record the video as I'm doing and get the metadata and publish the video. Now you guys can enjoy. Now, speaking of enjoy, I've been putting out a lot of content. If you're gaining any value from my stuff, make sure you let it be known, share the video, engage. Link Me has all my links if you want to support me on other like Instagram or, Zelles and the PayPals and the Cash App, all that good stuff can be found down there. So I don't know what's going on with Claressa Shields, but Remy already beat you in this imaginary competition that you're in, because you seem progressively more and more like you're spiraling and unhinged, very unpredictable, very angry. And I've already warned Claressa Shields about this. Another reason why that's bad is because you have fans. You're a talented fighter. So you do have fans that actually aren't here for anything else but to support you. You do know that. But if you watch a Claressa Shields interview, podcast, sit down, social media, IG live, YouTube live, whatever, I feel like the frequency of negative ones, or ones where either your monologues or the comments you're picking out and reading, it's all negative. There's like virtually no real positive if you watch her go Instagram live. 1 minute is like, yeah, why y'all ain't like my outfit? I thought it was cute. Y'all some haters. My boots look good. You're complaining. Oh, if you don't like me, go where you're wanted. Go support other people. Bounce. You don't have to be here. I don't want your negativity. Right? All these things. Some people just want to support your boxing career. Right? They're not interested in your relationship. They don't want to hear these rants. They literally are here to support you and want to see you do well. You're not really giving them much of a show. The only show you're giving them is a bunch of like, look at how lean she was there. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're not in this same form. You look happier here. You got with this man, and I feel like everything has been going downhill ever since that happened. Career, look a suspect. People are questioning your resume. You popped dirty, even though it was later changed and overruled. That still was something you had to deal with. And for real, the commission didn't really do a good job of explaining what went on there. Not from my perspective, right? So since you got in this relationship and dissed FaceshotLiaaa Ali as well, because there were probably similar times, what has happened in your career that has been good? So again, as far as I'm concerned, Remy already beat you at that game because she doesn't look mad. She's with Max B and French Montana, her Bronx brothers that she grew up with, right? She don't look annoyed. She's not crashing out and doing these meltdown lives that people are screen recording only so they could talk about how deranged it appears. just to give you guys an example. So Remy Ma was a guest.
Ever since you left me, has been
right.
My brothers.
She was a guest host on like Good Morning New York or whatever, and here she is talking about the song that she's dissing Claressa Shields and Papoose on that is now viral. Play the clip.
French Montana and Max Beam, who are literally they're friends of mine. Max I've known for years. French, we practically grew up to before I knew Max. We were both famous. French, neither one of us are famous yet. We used to literally do karaoke at my house. Like seriously.
Wait, did you make up moves too?
No.
So she said they're my brothers. We did karaoke at my house, and now we're all on the track together in front of the garden. Wow.
We were just like using the microphones. Actually, I didn't even know French knew how to rap back then. He was doing the DVDs. He was like a big part of the DVD.
I remember that.
So just having them bring me into this record, because I believe the original came out last year. Having them bring me onto the record, and then the Knicks allowing us to do a Knicks version, and then
the Knicks allowing us to do a Knicks version of the song. So the song Remy is dissing Claressa and Papoose on went so viral, over 1 million views plus on the video, and the Knicks and ESPN brought the song in. Like, how embarrassing is that for Claressa and Papoose? Let's keep going.
ESPN picking up and then shooting the video in front of Madison Square Garden, and just so viral. Like, I literally was on.
It's so viral. Peep this.
On TikTok this morning, and all you see is just like this New York City. This, I'm like, everyone, I'm like, always the one.
So, again, you have Remy Ma explaining how viral her moment has been. She's like, I've been on TikTok and I'm scrolling up and all I see is this New York City, which is the beginning of the verse. Now, Remy is also very strategic to me, right? Where when she was leaking the text messages from Papoose and Claressa, she was putting little lines in there that showed me that she's sharp and she's like strategic with her dissing. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this part. In the very close of this clip, listen to what she says.
Everyone, I'm like, always the one, never the two.
Always the one, never the two, which is from the verse where she's dissing Claressa Shields, but she made sure to get that in there, right? You were already talking about the song. You already started with the beginning, this New York City, but she made sure that she said it again on national TV, always the one, never the two, which was, in most people's mind, a direct diss to Claressa Shields. That followed by, I told him find something stupid to play with, he picked you. So that's why I keep saying Remy already beat you in the battle and the war. Because, okay, you got her husband, but do you really? Every time she makes a move, Papoose seems like he'll try to upstage her, just like you're doing. She got a movie coming out. Now, all of a sudden, you're talking about a movie you did 4 years ago. Remy Ma has a viral song for the city of New York. The Knicks pick it up. ESPN pick it up. 1 million plus views, right? And then Papoose will be like, oh, I got an anthem for New York, and look at this old song I did with Busta Rhymes. Flip Mode is the squad, right? Weird. Can't let nobody else have their moment. So, yeah, Remy, was Papoose at the parade on the float. Tiana Taylor was. Jada and the Locks were. Fat Joe and Ja Rule were, right? Papoose is not at these moments. So, we can see since the two broke up, Remy is back, booming. Business is booming. Papoose is going down. Claressa is going down. So I don't care what none of y'all say. That's what it is, right? Early on, maybe they were, people were looking at them at couple goals, but over time, that quickly faded. They try to come out with gold love. Fool's gold, maybe. Nobody's trying to be like y'all. And now you're in the point of no return. Claressa Shields just out here saying whatever, doing whatever. And I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, I'm real on my channel. I can't respect Claressa's team. None of them. I can't, because you have a talented boxer that should be on the Wheaties box, and you're watching her crash out so bad, and not one of them is really doing or saying anything. None of them, right? You have Papoose. He don't really stick up for her. He's rather post, these people will backdoor you. Boom, boom, boom. He's posting his own music. He's saying, hey, what up to my brother Busta Rhymes. He posting other songs he did. He's posting, random rapping in his car. Seldom is he not on a vacation or somewhere flashy and he's just posting about Claressa. Or when people are like, man, her wig looked chopped, or he don't really get on and be like, hey, that's my girl. Chill out, chill out. You know what I mean? My girl's beautiful. He don't really do that. And I feel like that's part of a man's job as a protector, to make his girl feel safe and secure. Her behavior shows me she don't feel safe or secure because she acts like a vulnerable teenager, right? Then you look at like Win Records. I don't even know who they are. I don't really know too much about them. But what are they doing? What is Salida doing? There's never any press releases. There's never like, oh, she hit Alicia Baumgardner here at Win Records. We don't tolerate that. We've talked to Claressa Shields, Salida Promotions. We've been with Claressa for a long time, but we don't condone that behavior. And we will make sure that behavior improves in the future. I'm not going to come up with all these press releases that they could have, should have, would have done. That's up to your team to do. But the point remains, none of y'all are doing it. You guys are acting like all this stuff, punching people, threatening people, saying she want to attack bloggers, threatening to sue bloggers, melting down, snapping anytime a person says anything online, ranting. They're not saying nothing about it. So I really feel like, how are these people really in your corner when they're letting a gold medalist crash out and just take all the hits, right? I liken it to, if you ever flew on a commercial flight, right? I don't know how they do it in PJs, but on a regular commercial flight, Southwest, Delta, United, whatever, they got two pilots, right? So in the cockpit, you got the main pilot, but then as a safeguard or a safety net, you have a co-pilot, right? So that co-pilot can help look and monitor the screens. The pilot is licensed and knows how to fly in the event. What if this person had an epileptic seizure or something? So the plane would just go down? No, that's what the co-pilot would be for. Having that type of safety net and a second set of eyes, if you will, in that scenario, right? The reason why they have co-pilots is in case this first person falters or is unhinged or whatever happens, too tired, falling asleep, now they have at least somebody else that knows their way around a plane, right? If we can't get Claressa to change her behavior, to act more, humane and less primitive and like threatening people, then it falls on your team, in my opinion, right? Falls on your team to come out here and grab the steering wheel and be like, hey, Claressa's mentally unwell or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to make excuses, but she's under a lot of stress. So I'm Papoose. I'm going to take the wheel. I'm Win Records. I'm going to take the wheel. I'm Salida. How do you have all these people, all these teams, and nobody's taking the wheel when the whole world looking at it is like, she got petitions, boycotts. Somebody should be grabbing that wheel because she's not good to fly this plane. If it was a car, she's really not good to be driving. Me and my homies, and I'm talking about back in the day, there was no Lyft. Lyft and Uber is still kind of relatively new. I know that might be a shocker to some of the younger listeners, but Lyft and Uber, it hasn't been around forever. It was taxi cabs or drive your own car, ride the bus, right? So there was a point in the earlier 2000s where if me and my homies kicked it, we never let the person drive intoxicated. Like, hey, yeah, you just stay here and crash at my spot. That's a real friend. My friend never let me drive because I don't drink anymore. But when I used to drink socially, they would never let me drive and get behind the wheel because they value me, they value my life, and you don't want to see your friend get hurt or have a DUI. Essentially, Claressa's team to me is like, it's almost equivalent to letting her drive drunk. If she's inebriated, intoxicated, her BAC is through the roof, why would you let her get behind the wheel? If she's so stressed out or manic or whatever's going on with her, why are you allowing this? Which brings me to the response to FaceshotLiaaa. Recap. So the other day, Claressa Shields, in one of her infinite rants, she posted a video on the treadmill calling out a street fighter. She didn't say a name.
Listen, hear me out, right? I keep telling these street that I am y'all karma. Okay? I do this professional now with this boxing, but I was a street fighter. Still is. And I'd be so confused when a street fighter about to press me or say anything to me. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. You know where I live at? The gym. In any street, everything she gonna do anything with me, she delusional. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, what you did, how much time you served. I will smoke the out of you. We ain't got a box. We ain't got a box. You wanna get on the mat, you wanna street fight, whatever you wanna do. You're not gonna do nothing with me. Girl, I'm a known killer.
Wow. So you hear the vitriol, you hear the venom, you hear the rage, you hear the anger, you see her scrunching up her face, yelling, mad. Like, what type of workout is that where you're like angry walking? Like, most people go to the gym, handle their workout and leave. You're up here like ranting, right? Over a street fighter. A lot of people thought this was dedicated to Remy, but I told you I had seen an interaction with a known street fighter named FaceshotLiaaa, right? So I was like, I don't think this is directed mostly towards Remy. I think it's to her. And I've already did the video. Now, the same day I did the video, I actually got in touch with said street fighter FaceshotLiaaa, right? You guys, this is what I'm telling you. You need to just subscribe to my channel. We got it all. Again, you guys got to watch the content. If you don't want to, don't do it, but you're not going to be caught up. So anyway, I interviewed her, right? We got over 1,000 likes. Thank you to everybody. Have the interview on my page. I'll try to put a link in the description. But I interviewed said street fighter. Very cool. Very cool personality. Got straight down to it, answered all my questions straight on, and didn't shy away. So link in the description for the interview to what I believe was that last video of Claressa on the treadmill ranting at a street fighter. And if you watch that video, it'll get you caught up to speed on all of their back and forth. Now, as promised, I don't be clickbaiting. What I say it's about. Claressa Shields has responded to my interview with her and responded because right after my interview went up, a couple hours or whatever, Claressa Shields responded. Now, the trick is I don't see anybody talking about it. You know why? Boom. Because it was a response on Threads, right? A lot of people are like, looking at her Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat. But this was Claressa, and it says Claressa Shields, Claressa the Quote Shields, which is exactly what her Instagram says. Bio, greatest woman of all time, 262,000 followers, right? And as you see, it has a blue check mark, right? So this is the account that we've always known to be hers, right? And it connects you to her Instagram. Again, nobody really talked about it because she only posted it here, I think. And it says, where you want to meet at, itch. I'm available in Atlanta. Bring that ad. Never cared about showing the street bit. She ussy for real. What up? Screenshot and post this one too. This girl's lost it, man. So that's part of their back and forth argument. I've already discussed that in my interview. Check that out. Just watch the interview and then come back to this video. My. I really don't know what's up with Claressa Shields. This is by far one of the most boneheaded things that she's done, and she's done a lot of boneheaded things recently. Okay. Let me unpack this on my show, Unpacked. Hype me up. Why do I think it's boneheaded and foolish? Because, one, you have 1 million followers, 800,000, whatever it is. I don't know, right? But you're the bigger name. You're the more known. You're accomplished. You're undefeated. What is it? 19X champion, 18-0, 2-time gold medal. You're the deal. You're the Olympian. You're literally, and this is no disrespect, I just told you, I interviewed FaceshotLiaaa, very cool person, right? No disrespect to them. But the reality is, Claressa is the bigger name, the 8 millionaire and all that, right? And the Olympian. So you're the more decorated, known commodity. Somehow, some way, you have fashioned a beef with a 23-year-old that is on their way up, but not as accomplished as you at the moment, right? What good can become of that? Let me keep going. Not only that, when I interviewed Leah, she said, I fought men, grown men, 220, 50-pound men, took shots from them. This girl got no pop, no power. She pillow-fisted. I got a chin. She would get hurt. I was like, you don't care that she's bigger and Olympian? She's like, no, I've been doing this my whole life, and I'm not trying to box her. I'm not trying to, Marcus Queensberry rules. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to street fight her, right? I'm trying to brawl, like bare knuckle, just take it to the street type thing. So Claressa Shields got 3 knockouts. Literally, look at the record, 3 knockouts. And she's talking tough and spicy like, yeah, it ain't never been nothing. I'll street fight a girl. Yeah, I could get with her. You can't do nothing with me. You really ussy for real. Screenshot this too. Ha ha ha. I'm available. I'm in Atlanta. Like what? So again, how insane is this for a 2-time Olympian to be trying to fight a street fighter in the streets? You get paid to fight. You're talking about, yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Like, what up? This is just like bad juju and energy, I feel, right? So you went from, I got a big announcement. I got a fight coming up. Fight announcement coming soon. Fight announcement on Wednesday. It's Saturday. You still don't have a fight announced as of me recording this video. To now you're beefing with street brawlers, trying to beat them at their game, which is street brawling. This girl looked like she has some pop. Now, I'm not saying Claressa should be scared or anything like that, but from my perspective, you have very little leverage here, because what are the outcomes? One, okay, I'm not saying this is my prediction. I'm just playing devil's advocate. One, you punish her, you whoop her, you knock her out, right? Then what do you really get from that? Especially if it's unsanctioned on some street fight, let's meet at the park type stuff, right? What do you really get? You're bigger than her. You have a bigger name. You're a 2-time Olympian. So even if you did beat her, right? Okay, now what? Who's going to be like, oh man, she the GOAT for real. She beat somebody in a street fight that don't count on her box rec. You see how dumb that sounds? So that's one thing. But on the flip side of that, you got to look at some point, risk management. That's an actual category. Some people get paid handsomely to assess risk, right? The risk of that, what if this girl's better than you think? What if she whoops you? What if she arm bars you, gets your arm in a compromised position, breaks your arm? What if, bare knuckles, she got power and just grazes you, breaks your jaw, gives you a cut, and you're a pro boxer. Now you're entering a Michaela Mayer fight or Lauren Price or whatever. You're going to be in camp with scar tissue. Like, what is the benefit there? Or, worst case scenario for you is if this 23-year-old beat the brakes off you. Her name is Miss BTA. So if she whoop you because this is her domain more than is yours because you have 3 knockouts, then that'll really be embarrassing. Like, man, you just blew up somebody, and then now she's going to be a legend. She's going to be a street legend and get all types of looks and people wanting to interview her and stuff. So, again, you got to assess the risk here at some point. But we're not seeing that from Claressa. It's like a firecracker or something. It's just so easy to set off. Oh, man, come on. Where they at? I'll fight all y'all. Yeah, I'll take. At some point, you're not that tough. You know what I mean? If you in a bar and there's 25 people and you're like, yeah, come on, I'll take all y'all. It don't matter how good you can fight, especially if people are fighting dirty, breaking bottles, got knives, got burners, you know what I mean, blicks. It's like you're just bringing all sorts of wicked, evil, and negative energy towards you, in your direction, and to your career. And again, when Salida, Papoose, your dearest friends, or your PR person, it's like, where are these people? Everybody just ghost. People are collecting free checks. I mean, even Papoose, people said, oh, he's using her for the money. But why would you want your breadwinner out here to not get brand deals? So none of it really makes sense, because if you are using someone for their bread, they're more valuable the more money they're making. Claressa is probably scaring brands away, probably scaring people from wanting to do business with her because she's too unpredictable at this moment. So I don't understand why everyone's letting her crash out. I definitely, as a fan, I'll watch her fight Leah. I'll watch her fight FaceshotLiaaa in a bare knuckle, but I'm just going off the business and being realistic. Why would you fight someone in their own rules, in their own sport? Like, you see, that'd be like Shakur Stevenson saying, I'll fight Mike Perry in bare knuckle fighting. If you got good fights in boxing and you can make X amount of millions, why are you going to go to a bare knuckle league or a street fight with Mike Perry? It just don't make sense. Who's doing that? This girl has no filter, no limitation on the bad judgment calls. It's just like, whatever I think, I say. Whoever triggers me, I'm going to show it. Not making any sense at all to me, man. You got a 2-time Olympian trying to get down on some street fight stuff, and then on top of it, making it sound like for no pay. Like, you just run up. Like, yeah, I dare you. I'm available. Like, who do you think you are, man? And like, I don't want to put too much out, but I've been around the block growing up in Northern California, Bay Area. I've seen things, and you don't want to invite that type of stuff, right? Where it's just like, yeah, meet me at a park, unsanctioned and stuff. Because what if they set you up and there's multiple people? You can't fight the world like that. What if people bring weapons and this and that and pepper sprays and like, it's too uncontrolled. You're a fighter, but a boxer in a controlled environment. Conor McGregor and Terrence Crawford recently had an exchange of words. There's a video where Terrence Crawford, he's like, and he has a wrestling background. He could wrestle. He's strong. But even Crawford, the great Crawford, is like, I don't want to fight you in MMA, Conor McGregor, so you could kick me all in my head and legs, right? But then you got Claressa Shields acting like she Guile from Street Fighter, like she Chun-Li. And like, yeah, I've been whooping people in the streets. You're a 2-time Olympian. When did you have time for that? This whole thing is weird, man. Now, in addition to all the risk management, like, okay, if you beat her, what kind of credit would you get? If you get whooped by her or knocked out or injured by her, obviously that would be a bad thing. But also, option C is y'all don't fight, and you did all this like wolf ticket and talk about, yeah, I'll fight you. I ain't scared of you, da-da-da-da. So now the pressure's on you. If she keep calling you out and then Win Records is like, we're not authorizing that, we're not jacking that, we're not allowing that, right? Now you're going to look bad in that front because now it'll look like you ducking smoke, right? The other thing that doesn't make sense here is this. Claressa did an interview with Gillian Wallow, and this is what she had to say.
What was I finna say? Actually, though, so that's why I don't do MMA no more. He can't take it.
Nah, I told him, man, leave that shit alone.
He can't take it. He said, listen, he said, I'm not gonna ask
Stay in your lane.
to retire boxing. I'm not ever gonna ask you when, tell you when to stop. But he was like, can I ask you? He said, can I get one thing out of you? And I'm thinking he's gonna say, you know, you want a baby or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. What? He was like, could you please not ever do MMA again?
Nah.
Boom. So you're on record saying Papoose made you stop. You say he's not your manager, by the way, but you said he told you to stop doing MMA. These people are weird. You're on a podcast saying he didn't want you to do MMA because you're too accomplished a boxer. And why would you, you know, that one girl had you on the ground and was pounding you and blah, blah, blah. Why are you being subjected to that? And Papoose went on to say, you got yes men on your team. That's a whole nother story. But he was like, you got yes men on your team. Your people should have told you that MMA, that's for the birds, man. You were a 2-time gold medalist. There's a different way to get a bag, and you should stay in your lane. He just said it. Stay in your lane. Box. That's what you're good at. You're not good at jujitsu and, you know, getting out of arm bars and rear naked chokes. So the point I'm making here is you're with him still, allegedly. He didn't want you to do MMA, but he's down with you trying to be Blanca from Street Fighter, talking about I'll dust y'all off. That's what I'm saying. She's all over the place. There's no way anyone in this video can tell me what I'm saying don't make sense. I'm speaking perfect English. I'm giving examples. None of this makes sense for Claressa's career. Again, the bigger point is you told your boxing fans in the world you had a fight on Wednesday that you were going to announce. You've been saying that for months. No announcement. How do you have time for extracurricular street fights? If Papoose didn't want you to fight MMA anymore, is he going to let you have a street fight bare knuckle with a bare knuckle knockout artist? And Claressa fell for it, man. She got played for a dopey, you know what I mean? Where Papoose probably, he was working with Win or whatever, and he probably petitioned you, hey, they got a lot of money for you. You should sign here, blah, blah, blah. We'll be together. And you were so sprung and, you know, addicted to being Black Love 2.0 that you done fell for the mousetrap. And now he got you in this deal. And even if y'all break up, they probably got paperwork on you where you have to fulfill certain amount of things. And now you just all over the place. And they haven't, them or Salida, as of recording the video, haven't really provided you with much. Where's the promotion? Oh, she got a BET Award nomination. I don't think she wins that. Oh, she's going to be in a museum. The Instagram regular boxing pages can post that. So she's already getting more exposure. I have more subscribers in followers on my Instagram than Win Records and I believe Salida. So that ain't that much promotion. Oh, she got nominated for a BET award. I could have posted that on my page and got more impressions from it. You know what I mean? So what have any of these people, from Papoose to whoever else, what have they done in Claressa's career that has caused her to have a positive spike? Now, I think Claressa thinks that all attention is good attention. I've never believed that. I've never believed that it don't matter the quality or what people are saying, but it's just inherently good if they're speaking bad on you. I mean, if you were getting good and then some bad, maybe. But if it's like bad, and worse, it's not good for anybody's career. It's just like you're in a negative news cycle and you're just too caught up. I don't see how you even shake this, man. I think, fortunately, probably got to make more videos because you don't learn. Now it's come to you talking to street fighters about coming to their sport, to their domain and arena to street fight them. Sneak dissing Remy, threatening to sue bloggers and YouTubers. It's just like, you got too much going on. You got way too much going on. And then in the video, I pay attention to what people said. In the video, Claressa Shields like, I'm in the gym every day. You said you had 25 pounds to lose. How are you in the gym every day, but you have 25 pounds to lose? And then there's also pictures of her eating large slugs of peach pie and cakes and cheesecakes. And she's talking about, hey, this is the most disciplined I've ever been. I'm not seeing the end game here, and I don't see the benefit. And this is not the Claressa from early on that we were witnessing. It's like she fell in love with the fame and the social media, blogs picking her up, and she didn't know what to do with it. And now everything is just reactive content and lashing out because you can't take the pressure. Let me know how I did. If you liked the video, hype it up. We Unpacked.